Back at the Altaberry Inn. Well, this is a surprise. Never expected to see your faces back in town. Not many would show up again after angering Master Godot and his monk army like you lot did.
No.
Hey, let's not sweat the details, mate.
Yes.
Central placed her trust in us. She would see us protect all those in this country, including the Sanctus Faithful, who are still the Prince's royal subjects.
Right.
Besides, a coward who flees the city to save his own hide would hardly be worthy of support.
I beg your pardon.
We'd like to prepare for our confrontation before we jump back into the Grey Clanchad. I apologize for imposing on you again. I see. Well, never fear. I'll not turn you over to the church. Not that the monk army is at sight on you to begin with. Master Godot has buried the hatchet, as it were, so it'd be pointless to do otherwise. Regardless, I'm sure you're all exhausted after what you've been through.
Right then.
Please, rest well. Everyone's dead tired.
Let's rest.
Anyway, let's rest up. Now that Prince's curse has been lifted, we can't just mope around.
Hey.
I don't think her crimes are the reason she helped us. You ask me, even if she'd found me and Dell that day with her conscience clean, she'd still have saved us. It's just who she is. Never stop worrying about everyone around her too. Even at the end. We've got to crush Louise, for her sake too. Though Rella was the prince's true assailant, she was but another victim of Orden's schemes. So focused was I upon my own failures, I could not see a foe before my very eyes. My carelessness leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. I've never seen Juno like that before. She's always been so bright-eyed and cheery-faced. I don't think I can find the words to make her feel better, but I hope being there for her is some comfort. Rella did not deserve such cruelty then or now, forcing her to assassinate the prince, even threatening Juno's life to manipulate her. And all that at the hands of the most virtuous man in the Sanctus Church. The truth is worse than the imagination of even the most hardened cynic. I can never justify cursing the prince, yet had I been in Rella's situation, I shouldn't dwell on such frivolous thoughts. We must honor her wishes and settle things with Louise.
Hey.
If I'd never been taken in by the Cygnus family, maybe Rella wouldn't have gone through with it. It's not like me at all to dwell on it. I know we can't change the past, but I can't stop considering all these what-ifs. Alright, let's get some rest.
Good night.
Rest well. Academia? Okay. Seems more has summoned me to Academia.
Oh. Apologies. There is one thing I felt I should share with you.
More seems discouraged for some reason.
Do you recall some of our first conversations? Where I described to you how I'm trapped here. I've no idea where in the world I am right now. Indeed, I cannot even remember how I was brought here. But you and your allies journey across the land. I had thought that by observing you, I might discover a kernel of those truths.
I see. You thought maybe it was the Mage Academy. After all,
That would
it was
make
a
sense.
sanctuary of knowledge, shuttered by persecution and isolated by wastes of snow. Nobody had gone near it in years.
Indeed. And that's not all. It's faint, but a deep memory stirs. I myself was involved in the founding of the Mage Academy.
Oh, okay.
That's practically a sure bet, isn't it?
Makes sense.
Well, it seems the matter is not that simple. I saw all that befell you. The Ice Dragon, the Divine Relic, the magic that the Saint cast upon her people. If all these magical influences arose close to me, I would have sensed it. How could I miss them?
Surely he's not in, like, reality. He's in, like, some kind of pocket dimension or something, right?
Yet, I sensed nothing. It's as if time stands still. Not a single sound. Only deafening silence.
Are you saying that the Mage Academy could be somewhere else?
Somewhere else, or perhaps I myself. My obsession with archetype research, our meeting, the turmoil that has engulfed this land. Just maybe, they might all be connected.
Maybe.
I feel that, in pursuit of the archetypes, we may find the truth. of your life and of mine. One of those truths is that from here on, you will face more clashes between you and Luis. Clashes that power will decide. I aim to help as always. Show me what you might achieve beyond your gifts. My faith rests with you.
Do my best, Maul.
Time marches on.
New day, there we go.
The age of a new king draws nearer.
So this surely can't be the end of the game. Like, we haven't even started our bond with Basilium. We have to finish it in 11 days. I don't think that's possible.
The time's finally come.
Luis set the date for September 24th. The royal capital is undoubtedly already in an uproar over things. There's no use in rushing back.
Very well.
I agreed, but to be safe we should aim to be in Grand Shroud by the day before. Let us prepare for departure in the morning of the September 23rd. Things might not be as easy as it's been for us so far. Don't have the royal magic no more. Anybody can take a shot at you. And I mean anyone.
Yes.
You're right. We've got to remember that the candidates other than Luis might be gunning for us from here on out. That's no good. Alright, finally get some free time. I'm excited for this.
Everyone's here. We've got the fight of our lives ahead of us. Let's be ready for
Yeah,
it.
we can't do 8 bond levels in 2 days. The final battle with Luis in Grand Tread approaches. Spend your time before the designated day to make sure you're fully prepared for the fight. Use your Skyrim to fly to previously unreachable locations and brave new challenges. Be cautious of snow and inclement weather condition around Elsbury. Gather information you can about what powers Luis commands an archmage. We only have 10 days to prepare for our battle with Luis. Let's make sure we're as strong as we can be before we face Luis. I only wish we had more time.
And then...
Keep an eye out on Juna, but it's Basile I'm worried about. They're holding up, but they both lost someone important to them. Alright, now we just need to like take on all the quests and stuff. Alrighty. An elder and a fairy traveling together. Wait, you're that prince that people have been talking about. All my life, commoners like me have been little more than tools in the hands of you nobles and royalty. Curse you. You drag us into your wars. You work us to the bone, and you cast us aside. And just as I'd found something lucrative. Damn it all.
About that.
Look, I don't know your life, but you're clearly struggling with something. Can you tell us what's going on? I'd like to help. What? So it's not just a rumor. There's a prince going around helping people. Well, I'm sure someone like me is near last on the list.
Well then?
Welcome to be suspicious, but can you at least tell us what's going on? I'm a craftsman. Used to be I made armor for soldiers, but these days I've decided to put my skills to blankets and clothing instead. These are dangerous times, though. Things being what they are, I haven't been able to get the thread I need. Why, this is the coldest winter we've had in years. We wake up and wonder if anyone's froze to death in the night. Look, if you really are the savior you think you are, they say you are, you think you can go get the materials in my place? I can manage a reward, of course. Have some custom armor made of the materials you get me. Sound good? Where can I get this thread?
Thanks.
Thanks so much. I make my cloth by weaving durable spider silk. You can only buy it at a place called Malva. Here, I'll show you where it is.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, so we have to actually go to Malva.
That's a choice I can get behind.
I guess we should head to Malva. Following the road there should be the safest option.
Nice little village.
Let's see.
Skyrim.
This place. Alright.
So we can fly to new places we couldn't reach before, but I don't know where the hell we could even go.
Let's help them out.
Okay, let's head to Malva. There's no time to waste if his blankets are keeping people from freezing to death.
All right then.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna get quests.
Ridiculous.
Why, you little...
Lots of options. I need to get this guy different ways. Lots of options. The only way out of this is to slay Luis myself. With that decided, I must head to the royal capital to do the dark deed. Wait, you can't mean you plan to fight him all by yourself. Don't be so reckless. An elder and a fairy. You must be that self-proclaimed prince. Don't attempt to stop me. It's too late to turn back. If Luis becomes king, this country will turn to a living hell. One where my wife, my child, and my elderly parents will all be culled.
I guess.
I get that. We don't want it either, but getting yourself killed won't help. We'll take care of Luis, so hold your position, soldier.
Well now, what are we on
What
about?
proof do you have that you can accomplish such a mission? Your performance in the tournament was impressive, but it's hardly enough. My mind is set. You'll have no luck trying to stop me. However, if you can prove yourself to be stronger than the famed Zeokropos in the Tower of Insolence, then it's a different story. Even within the army, it's feared for its strength. If you can defeat it, then maybe I can trust you. I'll prove it.
Well...
We'll be risking our lives to stop you from risking yours. Lovely. Alright, tell us about the Zeakropos. North of Algebra, it's a place called the Tower of Insolence. Many fearsome monsters dwell there, but the Zeakropos is the greatest of them. Adventurers go there seeking fame or treasure, but they either never return or they come sprinting out with tears in their eyes and their tail between their legs. If you're interested in a specific location or details about the monster, you should probably ask the informant.
I thank you in advance.
Defeat the Zeakropos and bring me its bramble-thorn baton as proof. If you can, that is.
Let's give it a shot.
Ooh, okay. If we do nothing, he really might go and try and fight Louise, so we probably should go defeat that monster. First off, though, we should stop by the Altaburian Forum.
Ridiculous. All right.
Where
Okay,
to?
I do want to go to Brawlhaven quickly.
Let's go.
Stop by the shops.
How tragic.
I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I keep forgetting.
So whoever's strongest gets the.
Oh, this then. Shit, I forgot how expensive everything is to resell. Alright, forget about it for now.
All right then. Let's go.
Why does everything have to be so expensive in this game? It's not necessarily that things are expensive, it's that I don't have any money.
He doesn't
Greetings.
look like a prince to me.
Rejuvenation bell, no thanks. Okay, what bonds can we work on? Yufa. Just Yufa, okay.
All right then.
Where to?
Let's head back to Aldsbury. Okay, let's try the recruitment center, see if there's any bounties there.
Closure A. Oh, Anyone?
You want to see the contracts? I'm counting on you, Your Highness. Oh, here we go. Ice Beast Chimenzan, Traceless Thread.
You can handle it.
The contract should be suitable to someone of your skill. I'd like you to quickly take down the Ice Beast Chimenzan. It's appeared in Ontario. Some don't believe it exists. It's a legendary monster said to inhabit snowy mountains. Lately, though, we've had a number of sightings come in. Witnesses report seeing a two-headed beast with a white body that blends into the snow. Soldiers were dispatched to search for it, but the majority of them never returned. After that, a whole delegation was dispatched to deal with it, but they found no success. The monster has left nary a footprint behind. So it's smart enough to cover its tracks? Ugh, this is the type of thing we can't ignore, but dealing with it's going to take a lot of effort. So how about it? Do you accept? At this rate, it's only a matter of time before it starts seeking out victims in the neighbouring areas. I'll take it. Now that's what I like to hear. The beast lurks in a place called Everfrost Forest, located north of Altabry. For more information about it, go and ask the informant in Altabry.
Right.
This beast doesn't leave tracks behind, right? Even if we could fight it, we won't accomplish much if we can't find it in the first place. A report did mention it appeared shortly after a Velamo in the forest was killed. Other than the Chimenzan, the Velamo is the strongest beast out there. Maybe the target monster knew something was up, and up after it sensed the Valamo's defeat.
I see.
I see. Well, we don't have any leads. We should set our sights on a Valamo.
I have high hopes for
If you do manage to slay it, bring me its Forest Point horn. With that evidence, I'll be able to give you the reward.
Let's do it.
120k, that's pretty good.
You're...
Everfrost Forest sounds awfully cold, but it looks like we could fly there, right?
And right there's a labyrinth.
And it looks like we'll get a landmark along the way.
All right then.
What do you have to say for yourself? Requests?
Really?
That's it, okay.
We've got to do it.
What about town
Did
activities?
you know? We've got to do it.
Okay.
All right then. Let's head there right
Check
away.
the shops. I can't remember if I bought weapons and armor. Is there a debate? Ayo, we can do a debate. I do need to still raise my eloquence. Alright, let's do the King's Rock.
Isn't that
So it seems the bigger the candidates facing the rock, the more qualified they are to be king.
finally, eh?
Your face is showing up nice and clear now. You're giving Luis a real fight for first place. Took us a long time to get here. I keep thinking about all the struggles we've been through. What we have to do now is beat Luis and put an end to this, for the prince's sake.
All right then.
Okay.
All right then.
We've got
Are
to
you
do it.
sure there are no other requests? Okay.
All right then.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly do a sweep, just like a check.
We've got to do it.
Because I don't really trust this.
All right then.
We'll check inside the tavern, for sure.
All right.
What about the other
Me too.
locations? Oh, no quest there.
We've got to do it.
Too.
We've got to do it.
I keep misclicking.
All right.
I keep forgetting which buttons do what.
Where to?
Okay, well, we might do the debate then. No. Alright. Check if there's any weapons for sale.
Hey! Get yourself.
No, I must have already come here. Oh, some of these weapons are pretty good actually. 200k for an abacus. It might be worth it if we end up ever getting
Now then.
That's a pretty good weapon actually. If we ever end up being able to finish Brigitta's bond. As far as I'm aware, it's still, like, time-gated. Oh. I didn't mean to do that.
All right. Where to?
Alright, let's do this debate.
Let's go.
Maybe there'll be more people we can hang out with at night. This is the guy that gave us that
Check
book.
this out.
Look, the other candidates are making speeches. That's quite a crowd. Ah, Kaz, you've come at just the right moment. Would you care to partake in a debate with me?
What?
I get the feeling this guy just wants to one-up you for the past publicity. Let's send him home crying. If you can put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. It'll be tough, but it's a good chance to hone your skills. Increase my eloquence and imagination. And some donations. Alright, let's go.
Salutations.
From what I've seen, your efforts to this point, your actions seem utterly haphazard. How long would you repeat these fanciful escapist promises? You know as well as I, what this country needs is consistency. Concrete measures that will last a century. Allow me to explain in terms even an ignorant child could comprehend. Open your ears now.
If that's all.
Let us first recall that all resources are limited. Food, fuel, and magic are precious natural commodities after all. Under my enlightened leadership, measures will be taken to preserve all intelligent beings. I would limit hunting to ensure the survival of local fauna. The preservation of such diversity will lead to prosperity 100 years from now. That's the ideal nation in my mind's eye. Unlike those dolts who can only see short-term profits, Julian's a true genius. Limit hunting. Does this pompous fool think animals more important than keeping people fed? Julian is playing to the scholarly minded. How should I appeal to them? Yeah, the present day matters too. Like, you can make all the promises you want about 100 years from now, but people right now are struggling.
And besides,
None of your plans for the future will matter if we don't first address the pressing issues of today.
No.
Tribal discrimination, poverty, these matters are trivial. By my projections, these issues will simply sort themselves out over the course of the next century. We don't have 100 years to wait, we need help today. What Kaz says isn't realistic either, but maybe we see results faster than Julian.
How absurd!
I swear, this is the problem with the dull minds of the short-sighted. I could get one. That guy raised his fist.
I knew it!
You did great in that debate. The other candidate will be studying that loss for years. The people thought you sounded smart back there. They wanted you to have this. 10 grand? Okay, I'll take
Works
that.
for me.
Experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination.
All right.
Ooh. Okay. After listening to the people of the city, I returned to my friends. Yeah, my popularity is not going to budge. Imagine just beating Julie in a debate is what it takes to make me the #1 candidate. Finally, people see me for what I am. Oh, I hear a voice. Katharina! Alonso, Katharina, Juna. Well, we'll definitely aim with Katharina first. Let's talk to the informant. I have plenty of information that'll be useful to you. What is it you want to know? Alright, Luis's fighting style. So you want to know about Luis? Well, I suppose it's time for you to finally fight him face to face. But frankly, I don't think you can best him. Then again, I have no reason to go out of my way to stop you either. Not only is he skilled with the sword, but he's a mage capable of advanced magic and curses. He can use 4 types of magic: fire, ice, electric, and wind. I've heard he can imbue his sword with them. On top of that, his keen eyes can detect his opponent's weaknesses, allow him to even the slightest opening, he'll capitalize on it. One more thing, I also heard he whispers that he wields some kind of unknown monstrous power. Little is known about it beyond its immense strength. You really shouldn't think twice about whether you want to truly fight him. Okay, how about the Tower of Insolence? North of Alterbury lies the Tower of Insolence, more commonly known as the Cursed Tower. Cursed Tower? Well, that doesn't sound pleasant. Tell me if you've heard this one before. It's a dangerous location where all who enter are doomed never to return. Needless to say, most people try to stay away from it. It's become a nest for monsters. There are all manner of monsters there, but the most threatening is the Cyclops, Zyakropos. It reigns over monsters like a tyrant. If it goes on a rampage, there's no stopping it. From what I've heard, things get dire if it's the last one standing. Okay. So if it's got its cronies with it, you best take them and Zyakropos down together. Somewhat obviously, you should focus your attacks on that huge single eye. Bows and spears should be effective, so be sure to come well equipped. Whatever the case, it won't be easy to defeat. Best be prepared. Don't you intend to become king? Well then you can't exactly afford to lose here, can you? Give it your best effort. You'll find it here. The surrounding area is quite the ruinous state, so you need to fly to get there. What's the tower doing in a forest like this? Well, we should be able to fly there.
And right there's a labyrinth.
So I guess we need to spend 3 separate days traveling?
We'll face danger here.
Question mark? It seems a bit ridiculous. I want to learn more about Malva. Do we really just have to travel here just to complete a quest? The only village around here is Malva. It's down south, and a lot of Ishkri live here. They sell precious cures used for purification. Heavenly water, I think it was. They also sell a bath salt called Hot Spring Report Lifelong Pals, and Ultra Wheat Flour. The place specializes in spider thread as well, but I'm not sure if they have any at the moment. I suppose you'd best go to find out. Alright, how about the Ice Beast? Tell me, where you're from? Will your body ever be able to handle the Everfrost Forest? The place is perpetually frozen. Obviously, ice attacks are effective against the monsters that have adapted to the region. On the other hand, fire will work well against them. The monsters are aware of this weakness, though. Stop them before they use an ability that repels magic, otherwise you'll be in trouble.
Keep this to yourself.
Of course, you could always counter this tactic with a good sword or some other such implement. It's always good to come prepared with a backup plan. If your enemies protect themselves against fire, you might want to rely on attacks not constrained to that affinity. One last thing, I've heard rumours of a person stalking the area. They don't appear to be stranded, so who knows what they're doing out there. Apologies, perhaps the information's irrelevant. Anyway, go and slay that monster. I'm sure everyone will feel safer once you do. Okay. Ingredients from Ontario.
If I may.
A kingly candidate like you cooks as well. There's a lot of shops stocked to the ceiling for Saints Day. The butcher's got monster bone and brocaded koi. At the water shop, there's mellow milk and Orgo sugar. Those would be rare finds for a traveller, no? And the surrounding villages are known for their specialty, Ultra Wheat Flour. Lastly, if you're into growing your own food, there's a shop selling some rare seeds over on Dia Franco Street. Go have a look. You got some nerve to be thinking about sourcing ingredients in times like these, but maybe it's not such a big deal. I'm rooting for you to beat Luis.
Ah, closure.
We've got to do it.
Any requests?
Ah, closure.
All right then.
Alright, I'm very curious about Alonso. Just hope it's going okay. Can't remember exactly her voice. It's been a while since we talked to her.
Hi there.
Oh, Kaz, still alive and kicking, eh? I'm so used to seeing you drip up on up on deck. Drip? Why did I say drip? I'm so used to seeing you up on deck, it's weird seeing you elsewhere. How you doing? Wish I could say the same for myself. Got something on my mind, actually. What is it?
From my heart.
Thanks, Kaz. To
thank
tell you the truth,
So,
I told my supporters I was dropping out of the race for the crown. They were understanding about it. But some of them do sure like to run wild, hunting down the rich and raking in money, I heard. They're kidnapping people and carrying them off to the woods, holding them for ransom. It's not just the nobles, but merchants too. Manatol's the one sparing it all on. He's been the clever one. I just wish I could do something. Being that's my fault and all. I'll take responsibility.
as for me,
I'm the one who planted all those rotten ideas in their heads. How they're treating petty robbery like some political accomplishment. I was trying to end injustice, not spread it.
the truth is,
A long time ago, when I was a little dustbin, there was this old Paribus man who gave me a little cash, even though it was probably just as poor as me. Most people would run into a market to buy food before someone else stole that money, but not me. I bought a dagger. That was all I needed to run away from the village. I was following the Paribus code, to defend yourself, even if you're alone. I hunted animals in the mountains to survive, but my dagger broke. That's when I started using my fists. Bounty hunting came natural after that. I got hurt a lot, and some of those wounds should have killed me, but I tell ya, I was never going back to the days of getting used.
but
I came back to the village just one time, hoping to thank that old man, but I couldn't. He left too.
What?
He was dead, on the side of the road, like he got dumped there. Damn. They said he left to find work. The job was to be a test subject for Ignatius. The pay was good, but for what a Paribus can earn anyway. I was told he'd done it several times already. Only reason he wanted the money was to give it away, so I was told. Guess that's just who he was.
damn it.
That's the kind of thing I'm trying to put an end to. It's been my only goal, if I'm honest. You still can.
Listen.
Maybe, but... How can I make her see? Right, the novel had a section on this topic.
Huh?
You know your letters? The world is only made equal through everyone's effort and cooperation. I like the sound of that. It's the kind of world I'd want to live in.
Right then.
So I gotta put in the work. Hey Kaz, got it in you to help me out once more, please? You don't need to ask.
It'll be fine.
You serious?
Do ya? Your fancy magic include mind reading? I want to stop mana out though. Will you go with me? Thanks, Kaz. I gotta say, it's so reassuring to have you along. I can sense Katharina's determination as well as her strong faith in me. Nice.
I expected no less of you.
Ooh. Displays the location of items in unexplored areas of a dungeon, reduces cost of studying Brawler. Nice. Apparently they're hideouts on the outskirts of Elterbury. They've been keeping their particulars a secret from me though. I'll look into it and get back to you. You'll stop by again though, yeah? We can go together.
Many thanks.
Thanks, I'll be waiting. Alright. Alright, the question is, do I try and do all of these quests first?
And the age of a new king.
Or do I do some more bonds? I think I should do at least one more day of bonds. And then we can do quests. I think. It looks like we're gonna have to spend at least 3 days traveling. So how many days do I have?
Come to think of it,
Ufa. 9 days. Yeah, we can afford to spend at least 3 days.
we've got to do it. Really?
Okay, it's just Ufa. I'm getting an uneasy feeling in my chest.
What shall we do?
The day of our big battle is coming soon, and I don't want to have any regrets about it. I have a favour to ask of you, Kaz. Would you accompany me to the church in Breileven? The church just gave me a strange feeling, and I've been thinking about the promise I made to Ovi. Consider it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I honestly hope I'm just imagining things, but I feel like we should make sure everything's okay. Let's go. My voice for youth is so inconsistent. I just can't get it. I got like a little ulcer on my tongue, so my voice is a bit scuffed today. Ovi wasn't at the church, though I could feel her presence. Of course, maybe it was just my imagination.
What is it?
Oh, it's a back door here. If you just...
This is the place.
Kaz, I can feel Magla coming from behind this door, and it's not good. Let's take a look.
All right.
That's surely right.
Yes, if we're careful. Now I'm going to open this door. They're probably doing experiments or something there, right?
Dear God.
Dear God, please help Mama and all the rest with the sick people. If you do, I promise to always pray a whole lot and be a good girl.
Close your A.
Those voices.
Oh,
Ifa, Kaz. What are you doing down here in the basement? This is a sick room, you realize, for Ovi's mother and the others who are ailing. Ovi. They are faithful adherents afflicted with an illness we cannot identify. We even requested a skilled healer, but to no avail. Those afflicted are prone to violence as though they are not themselves. We had to contain them here. That's right. Mama and everybody just got possessed by something evil. That's why I go to church every day and pray for a really long time. And if I pray into the church, God will hear me faster, right? What about other treatments? This illness appears to affect only followers of Sanctism, so it must be the doings of the devil. Therefore, we must continue offering our prayers unto God. The only path to triumphing over melody is the path of profound faith.
but then...
But something's not right. The smell I've been faintly sensing, I can see it now.
I won't.
This place is filled with stagnant magla. Probably because far too many intense feelings are concentrated in one place. Like with the dragon
How
god.
about that?
I don't mean to deny Sanctism, but I cannot believe any of this can be resolved through prayer alone. There was a time in my hometown when our misguided prayers caused our God to become a calamity upon us. The magla here reminds me of what I felt back then. Good intentions twisted by blind faith. I think continuing to pray so much may only serve to worsen the illness. Still your heretic tongue, pagan. Our prayers shall be heard. Just listen
Come
to her.
on.
Kaz.
Silence.
Silence, you're nothing more than a heathen. What could you possibly know? Mama!
Leave this place.
Their pain is only worsened by blasphemers who dare speak against God in this holy church. Leave here at once. Yeah, I don't know about this dude.
Shame to admit.
There are times when prayers are comfort, like times during times of illness, but to realize your only means of succor, I cannot imagine it.
If we do nothing...
I just think that distorted magla, born aloft on so much blindly zealous prayer, if it spreads, the whole town will be in danger. We have to act.
That's surely right.
Yes, we can't let the disaster happen in Etria repeat itself. And more than anything, I refuse to allow a young child who so loves her mother to go through what I did. I and many other islanders were devoted to a doctrine which marched my parents into an early grave. My heart still bleeds from that loss. Even if they scorn me as a pagan, I'm going to do the best I can, just like you when you helped me, Kaz. I can sense Yufa's earnestness and her deep trust in me.
It is as it was.
Which is cost of summoning summoner.
Be that as it
However,
may.
if we try to persuade them now, we'll only dig in their heels. They will only dig in their heels all the harder. Let's leave and come back when calm has been restored. I'll return to the group with Yufa. Alright, I want to do Alonso's bond, because I've been wondering ever since his last bond, is this guy dead or what? Like, he got like straight up executed. It's not possible for me to hear Alonso's voice, and yet somehow Alonso comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. You're Kaz, correct? I've been looking all over for you. You. There was deeper meaning to Alonso's sacrifice, and I would have you know the whole truth of it. Alonso said he was going all in on you. So I did too, on the new world you're going to create. Tell me. You're familiar with the tavern you used to frequent, yes? The place where I first broke the news to him. Let's talk there. He actually asked that it be that venue, and I mean to honor his request. He's probably still alive, right? That's the whole point of the
Allow
faker.
me to introduce myself once again. My name is Dataram. I'd like to thank you for your assistance.
What assistance?
Right then, where shall I begin? The execution was proposed by Alonso himself. He agreed to bear the weight of my crimes and die with them. That is, under one condition. he had me declare my support for your candidacy by naming you as the key figure who put an end to the people's suffering. And in doing so, Alonso would accomplish his goal, to bring you great renown.
He shouldn't have died for
I didn't
that.
mean to die for something like that.
Perhaps it was meant to be a form of atonement. By giving you recognition and building your reputation, he could pave you a path to the crown. He truly believed that you could change the world. Alonso entrusted me with this letter, or rather, with his last words.
I wager you must be furious with me. I'm sorry I didn't let you in on the plan. I knew you would be against it. Believe it or not, I considered myself a just person. My cons were always in the service of a greater good. I convinced myself that it was all for my hometown,
He is dead.
for my mother. But that pretense crumbled away, along with her life. I realized everything I'd done was out of my own selfish desires. Such a man ought to die. So, I found a way to make a worthy end of it. Come to think of it, death, too, is perhaps its own selfish escape. When you stopped me, I could finally confront that about myself. The truth of the matter is, I like lying. I like tricking people. Perhaps I never needed to be a good person. On the day of my execution, you'll be lauded as a hero, and everyone in attendance will be none the wiser about my deception. Yes, before long you'll ascend to the throne, and the world will become a slightly better place. All thanks to my lies. I've done far too much wrong in my life. But in my final moments, I will become the kind of person I've always aspired to be. I owe it all to you. Even though I know this wasn't the conclusion you wished for,
No, it wasn't.
you have my gratitude.
I can sense Alonso's genuine trust and affection in his unadorned words of thanks.
The devious schemer, Alonso, keeper and heritor of the Faker's virtues. Your tempered bond has become a fire.
I genuinely thought this was like another con of his. He faked his death or
A
something.
new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee.
That's crazy, man.
By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Remember your promise.
Trickstar
Become the
and
king.
more slots. Alrighty. More skills can be inherited by the Faker lineage. Okay.
Are you all right?
I've got to win.
I have to win. No matter what.
Alonso's counting on me.
You mustn't be hasty. Alonso believed you could bring about a better future, didn't he? You there. Bring him what we've discussed. This
Jeepers.
is Alonso's fortune. Though half of it was pinched from my coffers. Still, the fact that he managed to steal all this is quite impressive.
What do you plan to do?
What are you planning to do with it?
Rest assured, I won't be taking it with me. Not after all that's happened. Alonso intended to give this money to his village, but he was terribly distraught when they wouldn't accept
He's
it.
giving it to me?
However, if
Ah.
you, the hero, were to give them the money, that'd be a different matter. Might you donate his fortune in your name?
I'll do it.
All right. I'll do it.
Thank you. He'll rest easier, knowing it was you. I'll make arrangements for a coachman to transport this to the village. Until then, his property shall be in my care. Come speak with me once you've arrived. I ask this of you in his stead.
This one's important.
Dataram entrusted me to deliver Alonso's inheritance to his hometown. I want to talk to Dataram in Angler's Inn Square in Brawlhaven while he's there at night. That was a very complex thing. While clutching Alonso's letter to my chest, I parted ways with Dataram.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Man, I'm sad. Why did Alonso have to die? Here we go, Barton.
Here you are.
I came across this and thought it better in your hands. Good luck out there. He just sent me a muggler injection. He's like, here's some drugs, kid. I woke to quite the chill in the air today. It's every morning in this mountain city so this frigid. It is actually quite balmy by this area's standards. You know, we're not that far from where I was born. Ah, this crisp air fills me with nostalgia.
That's got me thinking.
Blimey, that runner of yours is right quick even in the snow. Do we set to fly over terrain like this, but your man just blasts through it.
Damn.
Such a compliment would bring nearest to tears, but we've only got 8 days to prepare. Can't let ourselves waste this time.
Let's go.
All right then.
Okay.
Let's
So
head there right away.
there's no people we can bond with today, so let's travel. We'll go to that little town first, the shitty little town.
All right.
It's a toilet day, so we gain luck.
Right. Got it.
I'm surprised we can't start our bond with Basilio. Like, when the hell are we supposed to do this bond?
What's this?
Alright, let's go.
Now then, what should we do?
Flying to dungeons. Now that your gauntlet run is capable of flight, distant dungeons that would take several days to reach take only a single day. However, if the dungeon isn't in an open area and you can't fly to it, your gauntlet runner wouldn't be able to land.
Now then. There is much to
Let's go to
That's a
Malva.
choice I can get behind. It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go.
be off.
Then 'tis settled. It behooves us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road. So we're really just traveling to this town, literally just...
What to pick? All right then.
Bond?
Let's go.
Just to get some threads. Oh, Basilio.
Yo.
Hey, what are you up to? Luis is waiting for us. Gotta make sure we're in top shape to fight. God, I fucked up his voice. Something I wanted to ask you. I've been thinking about what I can do, see. Let's say I'm a fish, yeah, hypothetical like. Suppose I were a fish, would you think I'd taste any good? What are you getting at? Sorry, truth is, when we went to Verga Island, I started thinking it'd be nice to be a fisherman. But I can't swim to save my life, so if I fall in the water, that's me done for, yeah? So I thought my chances might be a touch better if I didn't taste good. No good, is it? But what else can I do about it? We can talk about it.
You.
Really? You've got a proper heart of gold, don't you? I cannot get his voice right.
Sorry if I got yous all worried. It's not really as big a deal as it sounds.
He's got like a Northern England accent. I don't know why I can't get it.
It's about Dell, is all. Felt like he died trusting me to sort some things out on my own. The whole Luis thing, sure, but... where do I go from here, like? I mean, Dell protected me when I was nothing, and I can't stay nothing, else I'll never pay that debt back, yeah? I've got to keep pushing forward. Thing is, I don't know where I'm going, or where I even want to take myself. So instead of going forward, I feel like I'm just running in circles.
We'll have to win first.
We'll have to win first.
You're right there, but... Ugh.
Basilio is doing sit-ups like a man possessed. This is what he does whenever he gets stressed out, he just works out. I watched Basilio as he lost himself in an endless set of sit-ups. It feel better?
But, bollocks. What were we just talking about?
Your goals.
Weren't we talking about your goals?
Right, yeah, that's the one. But, well, suppose that can all wait, eh?
What?
Luis had it all wrong, but all his posh talk sounded right to me. So we hung on to his dream, us two, and we made it ours too. For all the good that did. We just turned into the same kind of grown-ups we used to hate when we were kids. Used to call us whatever they liked. Too weak, too young, or just the wrong bleeding tribe. Any excuse to look down on us. We can't let them make that our world's normal. So, for now, I'll just focus on getting stronger and looking to the future.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you.
Thanks. That's it then, eh? Gonna give it all I got for Del's sake and mine.
I like that. Everyone else gets a handshake. Basilio gets a fist bump. I can sense Basilio's enthusiasm and trust. There we go. We started our bond with him.
The ardent champion, Basilio. Within him dwells the virtue of the Berserker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Here we go. So now we can study Berserker, right?
It's been a
Nice.
good day.
And that's the last class, it looks like. Nice.
I've got time to work out where I'm going. No quick answer, I figure. So I can think about it all I like.
The hell?
Oh, no worries. It's nothing. Just an old scratch is all. So, you know. Sorry to trouble you, yeah?
It's no trouble. After seeing Basilio rush off, I headed back as well.
The site of Malva forms on the horizon. A small settlement carved out of the mountainous terrain of southern Ontario, prospering modestly without reliance on trade, in part thanks to a thriving dairy farm. The Ishkia tribe secludes itself here, avoiding outside clamor, as though ushered in by the bleating of sheep grazing on a rock face. The gauntlet runner descends upon the quiet mountain village.
I'm gonna be really mad if it turns out late there's like another part to it to go through here that they just didn't tell us about.
Wow.
Hey, visit all towns. I got an achievement. Blimey, look at all those holes in the mountain. You're telling me they live in those things? It's actually supposed to be quite cozy according to some Ishkia I knew who lived here. I can see you appeared in a life away from the cares of the world. We didn't pull you out of one hole so you could take refuge in another. The cares of the world have to be our main concern at the moment.
Yep,
That's true. And look, there's a shop over there. Let's head over there so we can get back to those cares.
that reminds me.
By the way, you were asked to buy some durable spider soap, weren't you? Let's see if they sell it. Buy some weight flour. Buy 5 sets of weight flour. Buy some... these 2. Let's just buy out your entire stock of, holy water and stuff. I'll buy 2 of your... whatever this is. There we go.
All right.
Okay, we got what we came for. Are we all finished here? Let's go back to
Okay
this.
then.
Let's go. Do we still get the knight? We do still get the knight. Okay, so that's not that bad. Katharina. So we can hang out with Juno or Katharina.
All right then.
Alright, first things first, let's turn in that quest, and I think we'll try and we'll do the thing for, what's his face?
Let's head there.
Now what am I to do?
Alonso's quest. Have you brought my durable spider slip any chance? Make something warm.
Really help me
Thank you
out.
so much. Now I can get back to work and keep people safe from this cold. You've really been an enormous help. I've got your reward right here, so take it. There's a little extra on the side. Call it a token of my thanks. I've been hearing about all the good you're doing elsewhere too.
Mission accomplished.
Some money, some tolerance, and mountaineer gloves. Unfortunately, I've already maxed out my tolerance.
All right.
So it just gets turned into mag, which... it's not that bad. This is made of lightweight, durable spider silk, so I can guarantee it's comfortable. I made it with the thread I had left over. I swore I'd never make armor again, at least not for the nobles and their wars. But, for you, I figured I could make an exception. The rumors said you were a good-natured prince, one who cannot abandon anyone in need. And now I suppose I've seen for myself that's true. It's a little embarrassing. That's worth pride, not embarrassment. I'll tell you this, at least. If you can manage to take the throne, I'll be as proud of you as a man can be. Not bad. Some cozy armor and a true blue supporter. Guess helping the needy pays off, huh?
It's a relief.
Keep helping people stay warm and spread the good word about Kaz, alright?
I'm off.
Of course, you can count on me.